Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic to absurd, no statement to asinine, nerdities. That's right, Nerdy Spice coming at you. I'm Mike. Who's that over there?
Justin.
Who's that over on the couch?
You.
Who's this other dude right there?
Sugon.
Who's strumming at the strings?
Joe. Yeah.
True story.
The way you were doing all that, Michael, I was hoping next you'd be like, and who's blowing up that moon?
It wasn't quite that rapper singery. It's not this guy right here. Hey, you. Hey, flag ball in the deep center. How we feeling?
Feel good. My fingers kind of hurt. I'm practicing for our really big show on
Saturday
for Christmas.
Good. I'm gonna see it bleed.
I'm a bit frustrated about some shit, but it's fine. I want to take everyone back to Thanksgiving. We're gonna go back to Thanksgiving Day. Super busy last week. It was great. We had a really good turnout for orders for Thanksgiving.
Night.
Night, Emery. Mwah. But on top of that, because my sister is my sister, and her house has the world's smallest, oldest oven on the planet still, I did the majority of the cooking, which we're better off anyway. Yeah, it's like not even a question, right? So I says to me sister, I says, hey, since your oven sucks, why don't you just make sure everything's heated up that you need to heat up? I'm going to make sure everything's coming from my house hot. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm a fucking genius, I turned 2 of my coolers into heaters by laying them on their side, putting boiling hot water inside, locking them up for about a half hour, and then boom, super hot inside, right? All my shit nice and hot. We get over to her house. We're a little late, about an hour, because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to I'm going to do all the work here. I'm going to carve the turkeys now, and this way it's just heat and eat. We're good to go. Boom. So I get there, and Kelly's like, do you have any room in your heaters? And I was like, no. Like, I have all the stuff that I just made. Like, what do you need? Like, what? She's like, well, I still have to heat up the stuffing that you made. Yeah. You've been at your house all fucking day, right? Yeah. Why isn't it hot? So, dinner was later than it was supposed to be because Kelly fucked up. I love her, but I was just like, bro, why weren't you heating your shit up? Whoa, that was feedbacky. Still feedbacky.
Yeah.
It's probably my mom getting mad.
I'm still confuddled by the random feedback we get.
Yeah, because it is out of nowhere.
It'll come and go. It'll pop up like we're in a friggin' auditorium and then disappear.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but
so your story was that Kelly messed something up.
Yeah, Kelly fucked it up. That's the thing.
So it's a different story than usual.
Yeah, usually. But I think all in all, dinner was a success. I think everything was tasty. I was very fucking proud of that bird.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was a really good fucking turkey.
Justin, can I ask you a question?
Sure, bro.
When you dry brine your turkey, when do you do it?
When I don't dry brine it.
What do you do?
I wet brine it.
Oh, okay. When do you do that?
So, Tuesday. If Thanksgiving is on Thursday, I start the brining process on Tuesday morning/afternoon. 24 hours of 24 hours of brining, 24 hours of drying, because it needs to dry.
Okay, and this is what I was reading was the advantage of a dry brine, right? Which is really just like a dry rub, right?
Yes.
So, is that you don't have to wait the time for it to dry, because it's already dry.
Correct.
So, I believe, and Jill thinks I'm crazy for this, I believe in the past, we used to do it Thursday night, and then it would have the brine on it overnight and set, and then we'd cook it on Friday, because that's when Jill's family comes over.
Mm-hmm.
So, this time, Jill did the brine first thing in the morning.
On Thursday?
What?
On Friday?
Yeah.
It's not enough time.
Well, right. And I said that to her, but she doesn't have like a memory like that works where she was like, oh, this is exactly what I did last year, so this is exactly what I need to do this year. Mm-hmm. Like, if she doesn't have it written down, she doesn't have like I don't know, like, I guess she doesn't have the recall to be like, oh, this was the step-by-step thing I did a full year ago.
Yeah.
So, and she's only this is only the third time she's ever done it, so, so when she was doing it, I was like, oh, I thought you did that last night. She goes, no, we always do it in the morning. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I think the last 2 times you did the night before. But it was still good.
Of course.
Still better than most turkeys I've had on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you put her in the box for that?
But I put her in the choke heap. But it wasn't as good as the last 2 years, because I think that's the reason. Because all 3 years, because Jill's running around doing all the other shit for people to come over, I'm the one who takes it out and bastes it over the course of the cook. So I can confidently say that that's not what the difference was between the 3 years.
So you're the master baster.
Well, yeah, but we already knew that.
I want you to repeat this with me, children. Time. Time.
What?
Time.
Time.
Equals. Flavor. So with cooking, the longer something brines, marinades, dry rub, even cooking time, right? More flavor.
Knowledge equals power. Got
yes.
In Nerdity's land, we do have a cooking show where Justin does explain a whole lot of cooking called Nerd ET. Season 1 is available on YouTube right now. Season 2 is coming soon.
Begins filming this winter.
What a whore. Good job.
Anybody else have Thanksgiving-related questions?
What was your guys' favorite dessert?
Ooh, my mom's ice cream pie, hands down.
All right, so no one asked you, dude. You weren't there.
I will say that there was 0 cookies and only like 4 fucking donuts left.
Yeah.
Now
I came to party.
That pesky ghost definitely ate 2 fucking donuts before anybody else did.
Dude, well, Daniela and we did not have any food, and we started boozing. So I said, all right, let's split a donut. This way we will feel half bad. And then Michael got jelly, because he's like, well, you're sharing with her, not me? And then he ate a whole donut.
Saw that.
Despite us. And also blamed it on me and the pesky ghost.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He got jealous if he ate twice as much as you ate.
Yeah. Oh, he does that. Bro, when my mom first got me a dozen like a month or 2 ago, I brought some because I was like, I'm not going to eat a whole fucking dozen to my face, you nut. Or I will, but I don't want to. So
I will, but over the course of 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I brought 4 to the gym for the bros. Guess how many Michael ate?
3.
4.
Yep.
All of them. He held the Tupperware in arm and just munching. And I'm like, you going to save some for the other guys? And the guy I trained, Matt, he's like, I actually don't really like donuts. He's like, so it's kind of fine. So Michael hears that, takes the fourth one, eats that one. It's just like, okay. So I will feel less bad because he's a welterweight to my heavyweight. So if he eats 4 donuts, I can eat 4 donuts. Who cares? Megan had some, I think. He says no, but or 7 chins say otherwise.
I did have one of the blueberry ones. I think it was blueberry that you brought.
Donuts?
Yeah, I think it was blueberry. 'Cause it was jelly, but it wasn't like... It wasn't grape jelly.
I only had 2. I had a Boston cream, obviously. And Danielle and I split the one that had like the white frosting cross patch.
Yeah, the one I had I'd never had before, but it was really good. And the fucking cookies, Justin.
Yeah.
There was 3 cookies left on the tray when I first walked into the kitchen. And I walked into the kitchen about 10 minutes after dessert opened.
I know.
So, it's a good thing because you told all the kids that you got the hot cocoa cookies.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Jill snagged, I think, the last one for Emery. And she gave Emery, I think, half of it. And then
Kelly fucked that up
the other
too.
half. What?
Kelly fucked that up too because I said to her when I first got there, I was like, listen, I promised Emery hot cocoa cookies, so when you give cookies to the kids later, it's the hot cocoa ones. She walks into the room and she's giving out pieces of cookies to the kids. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, give them cookies. And I said, the hot cocoa ones. She's like, well, it's chocolate chip. And I was like, no, that's the Elvis cookie. I was like, hot cocoa, motherfucker. And she's like, but I wanted those. And I was like, they're not for you.
I mean, in Kelly's defense, she's hosting. She kind of gets to do what she wants.
In Kelly's defense, she had $150 worth of fucking desserts that she got for free. So yeah. I can dictate if my nieces and my children get a fucking hot cocoa cookie.
Yeah, but if they get lost in shipment, you just throw your hands up. What are you gonna do about it? Ghosts happen.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna complain that she brought back the Elvis cookies because one of my kids didn't want the whole cookie, so I got half an Elvis cookie, which is my favorite cookie.
I'll tell you who didn't eat any dessert. That guy Ken. Is that Keith's dad?
Yeah.
Dude's a fucking unit. He was just munching on turkey. I think he had like 4 helpings. Every time I turn around, he's just like, not shaming, but he gives like that I like eating dessert, you fucking pig. I'm eating more turkey. That guy ate so much food.
He liked my
turkey. I don't
turkey.
even touch dessert.
Meanwhile, I'm over there taking a small slice of every pie.
I'm eating turkey and green beans, just thinking to myself, there's donuts.
Thoughts on the pies?
I liked all of them. I don't remember specifically liking one more than the rest, but I did like all of them.
I only had the cinnamon roll pudding or whatever. That was good.
That shit's delicious.
That was actually the only dessert I didn't have because I've had it before.
That chocolate and cream pie I was really proud of. But my whipped cream deflated.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna whip up some cream later on tonight.
But all the fillings for the pies and the pie crusts were all homemade.
Nice.
So that was like homemade from scratch chocolate pudding. It was fucking delicious.
That's lit.
Yeah.
I might make a pie this weekend. We're doing her family's tree decorating at her parents' house. And I keep fumbling the ball, and I don't make them on Christmas or Thanksgiving this year. Or past 2 years, I think. Being a fucking bitch.
When's the tree decorating?
Sunday. By the way, I don't know if you ever heard of this, but I never heard of it until Megan and I started dating. But hide the pickle.
I've heard of it. I've never done it.
I played a lot of that.
No family does it.
I played a lot of that in college.
Really? Yeah,
I played Hide the Pickle in the Mushroom Factory. I don't know about any other versions.
I don't understand that reference, but I hate it.
Because you're not good at it?
Well, I choose not to partake, but yes. It's all green. And there's lights in your face.
I'm actually so bad that they've asked me to hide it sometimes for everybody else.
Smart. I watch fucking hockey with her dad. Guess how much I like hockey?
More than finding pickles.
More than finding pickles is true. It's a great answer.
What is, like, literally you have to search for a pickle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
see,
pickle
so
ornament.
stupid Americans believe that it's an old tradition from ye old Europe. It is not. It is, in fact, something the Americans created.
Nice. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, it's another fortune cookie concept.
Yep.
Well, now Vinny's going to want to do it.
Yeah, now I'm back in.
America! Fuck yeah!
I'm so back in. I can't wait to fucking find a goddamn pickle.
Gonna hide a pickle in a
I don't care
fucking
if she's
tree,
a golden
yeah.
baby. I'm boxing her out. I'm gonna be like, oh, you like softball or field hockey? You ever get boxed out under the boards?
My fucking pickle. Back up, woman.
Yep. I just gotta worry about her. The 165 husband. He's about 280. I think I could box him out.
You looking for a Donnybrook old lady?
Huh?
Do a flying leg drop at him while screaming America. You gotta scream America at the top of your lungs.
No, I'll do it even better. I will hide a tube sock, a filthy tube sock, down my pants. And when he least expects it, I'm going to put it on my hand, and everyone in their house is going to go, "Oh my God, what's he doing?" And he's going to go like a befuddled look at us. He's like, "Oh my God, what's happening right now?" And then he's going to turn around, and I'm going to stick the sock in his mouth, right, and lock my thumb under his mandible. And he's going to throw his hands in the air like, oh, have no idea what's going on. And then I submit him.
Vinny, are you doing the wrestling D&D?
No, probably not.
Okay, good.
I can't commit.
So I have everybody else's wrestlers now, right? And I have all your music. So now begins the fun process of giving musics to like the 30-something NPC characters we have.
Nice. Can I name some? If you
No,
need names, let me know.
They're already named. Snagglefish is a wrestler in the women's division. And I've told Kyle the name of her finisher, but now I'm going to give it to the audience and especially Mike, because I know this should probably pop you. But she does a Bronco Buster, but I call it the Muff Rider.
That is pretty sick. That's funny.
One episode.
Oh, thank you.
She was on one episode. How many years ago? Like close to a decade. At this
She
point.
tried jerking me off
than a
under
decade.
the fucking table.
It was memorable for you.
Didn't she try fucking you guys when you were smoking weed in Joe's car?
No, she didn't try fucking me. I think this might be a little bit of resentment there.
No. She,
From me.
I thought she made a move on you at some point, Mike.
I thought she did too.
Not that I can remember.
I'm pretty sure you were too high.
It could possibly.
No,
be part of it.
because I believe the situation was we were in New York bar,
Pretty sure.
Was it his car or
and
yours?
I'm pretty sure Joe was in the passenger seat, and so she and I were in the back seat,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
never tried it.
she was for sure rubbing my leg
Nice.
while we were back there.
Did you get a boner?
But I was like,
Oh, totally fine.
I didn't say this out loud, but in my head I was like, I actually know your husband, so no thanks.
I didn't. And I should have.
She was a dirty whore.
I should have too. But she might have been way too whorish for me. And that was right after the divorce too. So like that was my I'm gonna fuck everything I can phase.
Obviously not everything, because that was one of my periods when I had been without. I feel like I was very perceptive to those opportunities.
I know we'd have standards, guys.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Some people just think all men are dogs, but like I don't know. We have feelings. We're not just fuckboys.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
fuck people.
Well, it depends. For the right price, I'm always a fuckboy.
Yeah, but in that instance, you were a fuck person.
That's right.
I won't be a fuck boy. I'll be a rent boy. You know, shit comes down. You gotta make that money.
Yeah.
Hey, daddy, baby, I got your money. Don't you worry.
Let's do regular show stuff then. We've covered the holiday season.
I don't have much regular show stuff, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh wait, I gotta hold on a second. You guys continue. I gotta make Hans Gruber go down.
I don't have any casting. I don't know if anybody else has any casting. I don't have any casting. Didn't think so. One trailer. Am I right?
One trailer and the first 8 minutes of another movie.
I'm not going to watch that.
I watched it.
Okay.
Is it bad?
It's as good as you think that movie was gonna be.
Okay. You can just say bad.
Yep. Because in my head, I'm thinking Madam Web bad.
Actually, I'll tell you what. It made
It's a low
Madam
watermark.
Web look better, and it made Morbius look like one of the best movies I've seen in a long fucking time.
Wait a minute. The first 8 minutes of Madam Web are undiscernible.
Well, if we're being honest, I know 5 of us in this room have probably done some form of hallucinogenic drug, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely, right? So, like, Madam Web kind of brings back the tingles a little bit, right? Because that's
Too
how the
quick
first...
editing. The editing was too quick. It wasn't that the concepts were crazy. It was just too choppy.
That's how the first
There was
8
no
minutes...
tingles for me.
That's how the first 8 minutes of that movie feels.
Numbness.
You're like, oh, this is kind of like drugs, but no fun. And then you watch the first 8 minutes of Craven, and you're like, wow, Sony just, they don't know how to tell stories.
Funny thing about that, I know somebody who watched it and said, I want to see that movie.
Your wife,
You're what? No.
your child.
You're not far off.
Is it your male wife?
No. It was my in-laws.
Oh,
Were talking about that movie, and I was like, oh, I don't think that they realized that he was a Spider-Man villain.
No one knows.
His roots were frozen, and they're like,
I
wow,
can-
this is a good
I
movie.
can understand that if you don't know that. It's Russian. Well, it's even more Russian John Wick, because John was Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm glad they threw out there last week that they're like, yeah, you know what? Craven's probably going to be the last one of these we do. Because,
I didn't hear that.
yeah.
I would have made them nerd of the week.
Yeah, because, like, clearly, I don't think we know what we're doing. But yeah, again, if you want to really appreciate Morbius and Madam Web, watch those 8 minutes of Craven. It'll make you feel like you didn't waste your life on those other 2 movies.
Better or worse than Batman and Robin?
I didn't see the full movie yet. I will tell you, the first 8 minutes of Batman and Robin way more watchable than the first 8 minutes of Craven.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? The first 8 minutes of Batman and Robin has Clooney's ass.
Yeah,
And
Right.
yeah,
That's why it's watchable for
Yeah.
Justin.
Gotham's ass.
yeah.
Oh.
But
Wait,
then,
is Madam Web better than Batman and Robin?
I
That's the bar, I guess. I've been asking recently with these Marvel things.
can't. They're both so bad.
I took a massive shit recently that was loose and very quick. It really with no effort.
You and me both.
And then I took another one that was a little bit of effort, but it came out solid. I'm not going to sit here and try and figure out which shit was better.
it's a fair point.
Yeah.
You have to. There's a gun to your head right now.
By
Full
gun,
shot.
The one that was a little bit more firm because I didn't have to wipe as much. And,
Batman and Robin.
the movies.
Yeah.
Which one was?
Batman and
Well-
Robin because it's classic.
no.
That's the
It's
answer.
Madam Web
No.
because Sydney Sweeney's tits.
There you go.
Doesn't hurt.
No.
At least we get to see moments of like cool looking costumes,
For
completely out of context.
for
but we
3
see them.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's better than an hour and 30 minutes of shit costumes with bat nipples.
Oh,
It's better than 5 seconds of that Poison Ivy outfit.
Bro,
Bane.
let's kill the dinosaurs.
Don't.
Ice Age!
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, that wins for me.
it shouldn't.
Chill out.
All right, everyone, chill. They thought they were so clever when they wrote that line.
No, that was Arnold.
Oh my
That was
God.
Arnold ad-libbing.
Yeah.
And even better.
Well,
I
I
got
don't
this
know.
guy's.
What,
Roll.
what if he, Schumacher said before he passes, he blames everything on about that movie on the WB executives
Well,
trying
sure.
to cram.
Like, at first, when you heard that statement, you're like, fuck Schumacher. But now that you've seen what's happened in the last couple of years, you're like, yeah, you might be onto something.
He actually the man made good movies. Just
Hey, made a ton of good movies.
Yeah.
None of them have the word Batman in them.
I still hope the original cut of Batman Forever surfaces at one point, the darker version.
Did
Well,
Kevin Smith say he saw it?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
cut of it. I don't know if it's necessarily darker, but it does. It goes into his psychology a bit more. But like, pretty sure we already know Batman's psychology.
Well, yeah.
One trailer, then.
Snow White, and the dwarves are looking worse. To
They
me.
should backgrow this thing.
We're gonna go see it.
I agree with Vinny. They should have backgirled this.
It looks. Yeah.
Horrible.
The dwarves don't look great.
The
We're
look-
still, I'm still gonna go give it a chance. It's still Snow White. It's still Disney.
You should boycott it for little people. I mean, how many
No,
jobs
no,
do they
no,
have where it's
no,
like their
no.
lane?
No.
No, stop right there.
Why?
Enough of that. Because you don't give a shit.
I mean, I give a shit in the sense that they
No,
have
you don't-
limited
no.
roles.
You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit because if you gave a shit in the first place, you would have been blowing that fucking horn from the get-go when they're like, they're going to remake
did.
it. No, you
Because
didn't.
they had like the woodland people, and I said that's dumb. Why don't they have dwarves?
I would have appreciated if they stuck with each one's going to be a different fucking mythological creature. Okay, cool, different take. We're going to do a slightly different take
They weren't
here.
mythological creatures. They
Bravo.
were mythological rejects.
I don't give a shit. It would have been something different. Now we're doing the same fucking thing for the same thing's sake. I didn't want little fucking people. I don't want fucking dwarfs. I don't want this movie. Because this now they're like, she's gonna ride a fucking horse and fuck the prince. He ain't gonna save her. And I was like, oh good, we're just giving the internet more fuel to fucking hate things. And then I gotta fucking hear about it. And God knows how many articles for fucking Snow White I'm gonna have to edit.
Yeah.
That people are going to be like, well, in my personal opinion, and meanwhile I'm going to be fucking editing it, being like, your opinion's stupid, so are you.
No, the opinion's somewhere valid. I saw one that was like, which is a great point. Why not just make a different movie for this chick and Gal Gadot?
Sure, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could, like, if you had to do Snow White, let's just go completely fucking different. There's like a fucking, she's got an Ent as one of the 7 creatures, a fucking satyr, a fucking,
Like what they-
a griffin.
What they did for Maleficent,
A
they took the
manticore.
Snow White, the
Fuck
Sleeping
yeah.
Beauty story, and altered it, and it worked.
Yeah, and like, check, how hot is the fucking evil queen, man? Like,
Well, Gal Gadot is.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If she was a good actress, it'd be even better, but
yes, queen. Like, whatever you want. Fuck Snow White.
It's about inner beauty.
No, 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 no.
Fair. Fair has multiple meanings. And you know why they're doing it? We really have to guess why they're doing it?
money.
Money.
$1.6 billion for the Lion King movie. Yeah. Ka-chunk, repeat. Ka-chunk, repeat.
Yo, I
Excited.
heard Mufasa's fucking great, though.
Did you see the box office numbers for this past weekend, or this past month or whatever, since like Gladiator 2 The Wicked came out? All the movies like geared towards kids are crushing it.
Dude, Wicked is killing it, though.
Yeah.
It's a guaranteed market.
Wicked
Rose
is
has to make-
very popular.
Like,
So much so that who knew it was going to be a part 1?
I did.
Yeah, that surprised me too. 2.5 hours, and you still got to go to a second movie.
They did that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely Warner Brothers, right? Warner Brothers did that?
So I had this conversation with somebody at work, and apparently, because they brought it up, that it was only part 1, and I said, well, that means when you add it together, it's going to be longer than the fucking play was. Like, counting intermission. 2.5 hours plus,
I mean,
even if it's only another 2 hours for the second movie.
it
That's
should.
still longer than the play plus intermission.
Yeah, but
And I said, what?
but remember that it's not the play they're cribbing; it's the book. I mean, yeah, they're
Well,
pulling.
that's what they said.
Yeah, they're bringing in the songs from the play, of course. But yeah, I mean, the book is a bit more than the story they tell in the play.
Did the book come before the play?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll check the cliff notes.
They go into the detail of the color of Elphaba's pubic hair in the book.
I'll check the cliff notes.
It's purple.
Oh, because so many people got to see it over the course of that story.
Does it match the drapes?
Purple.
What do they describe boxcock?
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Wicked,
bro.
I just heard.
What?
Boxcock will really get your attention.
I mean, that's his name.
Yeah. He's Boxcock.
Someone's name is Boxcock.
No, his name is Bach.
Yeah.
But Justin was talking about Elphaba's pubic hair, so I wanted to know if they describe Bach.
It's cock.
Cock.
Okay. All right.
Well, he's got a cock.
He's a munchkin.
Oh, for his sake, I hope he's packing.
Usually third leg.
Yeah.
Like a baby's home holding an apple.
We welcome you to
Did
the
you guys see the
Valley.
Instagram reel where it's like the original Wizard of Oz? The wish that you think is good is actually bad because she used Dorothy to like kill both witches, and like she could have gone home the whole fucking time and she didn't tell her till the end of the movie. She took out like the Wizard of Oz and the 2 witches, and Dorothy's like, "Oh, I just want to go home," and she's like, "Oh, you could have gone home the whole time. Why don't you say so?"
Spoilers.
Watch the play. Because it's believable.
It is literally
Spoilers.
this bitch's bitch.
Well, no.
Yes.
To be fair,
Dark magic.
Elphaba doesn't die.
Who doesn't die?
In the book and the play.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, they explain what happens there.
Yeah, my dad brought up like if I'm going to go see that movie, and I'm like, no, I'm not really going to go see it. And we started talking about The Wizard of Oz. He had no fucking idea that the concept of the movie is that it was all in Dorothy's head. Like, I explained that to him, like it was a dream. Even though they say it like 4 times in the movie, oh, it was a dream. He had no fucking idea that's what was going on there. He thought she really went to the land of Oz.
Well, I mean,
It was a hallucination, concussion hallucination.
Hallucination.
Yeah.
Well,
until-
I guess that is a question. Are dreams real?
until they
What
wrote
do you define as real?
Wicked, and they gave the Land of Oz a complete fucking backstory, and they're like, no, it was a fucking place.
Well, he
Yeah.
wrote a bunch of other books, too, about Oz. But the way they set up the movie completely negates them, because it's all just, oh, it was just a dream episode.
Well, yeah, because like Return to Oz is she's in a fucking sanitarium, right?
Yeah. There's multiples.
Yeah.
There's one comes up in a show I was watching, actually. This goes right into reviews perfectly. Did anybody watch You?
Oh,
We
My-
watched the first season.
my wife is obsessed with the show, and she keeps trying to get me to watch it. And I said, after this last season that's coming up soon ends, I will go back and rewatch it with you.
I got 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love it or hate it.
Yeah.
They are the worst fucking people.
Everyone in it's horrible.
Nobody's likable.
Really is just a bunch of assholes.
Welcome to House of the Dragons, boys.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty great.
Is it humorous at all or no?
You? Very funny. It's actually...
So it's like Always Sunny
throughout.
No.
Well, it's not like slapstick.
It's
No.
dark
A lot of
comedy.
comedy in it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dark, very dark comedy.
Very
Yeah.
dark comedy.
Like, the first episode starts off with him kind of obsessing with this chick. Like, building up a relationship around her. And then once he kind of does something horrendous that commits himself to being in her life, and then starts to realize she's not the person he thought she was. And that's what he goes in.
I don't know if like you find out things, especially towards the last like 2 episodes. You're like, or 3 episodes
About her?
her, the friends who I despised. There was something you can see coming a mile away when you get like mid-season. You're like, oh, this is going to come to a point.
Yeah. All her friends are terrible.
They're awful.
The only decent character in the whole thing so far for me is the guy he works with. He's played by the guy in Homecoming. Hey, Spider-Man, do a backflip.
You just Beth wanted to watch season 2. I couldn't watch it after season 1. Like
I was less uncomfortable watching Mindhunter.
it was the part where he's whacking it outside her apartment.
Yeah, that was a bit. That was a lot. That was definitely a lot.
The fuck.
I've caught like scenes here and there when she's watching it. If I'm like walking around the house, and I've seen some weird shit.
I like
His narration's funny because he's guiding you through the whole thing, and he'll just in the middle of conversations be talking to someone, and then the narration over top of it, giving his real feelings, is very, very humorous.
like it's well written.
Yeah,
It's just
it's frustrating.
yeah. There's nothing to latch on to.
Well, there's enough plot stuff that that should keep you coming back. But if you're the kind of person who wants to like someone in a show,
You won't.
this is why I couldn't get into Mad Men. Everyone in the first episode of Mad Men was a fucking asshole. So I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I gotta root for somebody.
Yeah, there's absolutely nobody to root for. I watched like the preview for season 2.
Doesn't get better.
Doesn't
No,
get
it doesn't get better.
Doesn't get any better.
No.
Started watching Evil. Anybody ever start watching that show?
We got like 2 or 3 episodes in, and we're like, we're gonna come back to this. It does that thing in the beginning where like, are you gonna be supernatural or not?
Yeah. Every episode seems to be, how can we disprove the supernatural thing, and then set up something that, how do you disprove it next time? Like how, there's also something else happening in the episode that could be supernatural.
And then I hear by like season 2, they're just fucking headfirst into it.
Like demons and monsters and shit. Like they just open the Pandora's
And I'm
box.
like, fuck, now I gotta go back.
Yeah, because there's elements in there that make you think, like, okay, this is really going on. They're really, like, it's not just bad people influencing the world. This is demons and angels and God and stuff. Then at the end of the 3rd episode, where he takes mushrooms, where fucking Luke Cage takes mushrooms to try and talk to God. You're like, all right, I think maybe he's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
But it's interesting enough.
Her sleep paralysis demon?
George?
Yeah.
Interesting guy.
Yeah.
And especially when the kid starts repeating all the same shit. You're like, okay, now something magic's going on, right? When the serial killer or when the mass murderer guy said it, you're like, oh, something definitely going on here. And then they figure out, they like explain, how this guy got information that he shouldn't.
Right.
Like, all right, there is no magic in the world. Until there is again.
Yeah, they really fucking tickle the tip of your dick.
Yeah, jerk you around a lot. I finally watched Upgrade.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the movie with that guy that looks like Tom Hardy.
I've seen it. It's popped up several times. And I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to watch that. Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that. I haven't watched it.
So worth it. And I think you'll appreciate it because it has a definitive ending. and it's not happy.
Thanks, Mike. I mean, I do like some happy endings, but yeah.
It's not the happiest end. You like it because it's definitive. You may not love where it goes. I watched Afraid, that John Chu AI movie.
I almost put it on last night. But instead, we got into an argument about how she wastes too much time trying to find something to watch when there's like a gajillion things that we could just put on and start watching.
You both do that. I've been there for like a half hour.
No. I have my days. I do have my days. I'll fucking own up. But like, we could have easily just started something.
So, Afraid's not bad.
Okay.
It's very M3gan, even though they're both Blumhouse movies, right?
I want to say it might take place in the same verse.
I wouldn't be shocked. There's nothing that happens in there that makes you think, oh, this couldn't be the same world. There's no hang-ups, no issues. So maybe. Oh, Smolchin's in it too. Dave Smolchin. It's always good to see him stuff. It does M3gan in a slightly more realistic way, but then the third act swerve is surprising. And the finale swerve is extra special surprising too. So it's worth checking out. And who else has at least seen the first episode of Skeleton Crew?
I watched both.
Not yet.
I'm halfway through the second one. It's fun.
It's Goonies in space.
I didn't
love
even know that they dropped it.
Yeah.
Until
9 o'clock last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're trying to search for shit last night, and it pops up, and I'm like, oh, now we gotta fucking wait for the weekend because James.
It's people. I love the fact that it's Kitty. It's Goonies in space. It's great.
It's an Amblin Star Wars movie show.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, the premise is fun and the characters suck. No, the kids are fun.
Mm-hmm.
I get nervous when you two give things good reviews, especially for like stuff we like, because like Joe is just like, it's great, and Mike is a fucking shill to everything that he loves.
Did I show for the Acolyte?
It took a bit.
No, I said I'm not happy with where it's going. Maybe it'll get better.
It took a bit
I'm
for
not
you
happy
to be
where
like,
it's going.
it
Maybe it'll get
sucks.
better. And by halfway through, I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are they doing this?
But that was too long. By the end of episode 1, Vinny and I were like, nah.
But
let's not bring Vinny. Vinny gnaws everything.
But we
still
went the distance, and it sucked.
Yeah.
I turned a petition to bring it back for season 2. I got 0 signatures.
But I gotta say,
that took that down.
no spoilers. The opening sequence of Skeleton Crew is pretty brutal.
It's solid.
Yeah, it's very Star Wars. Though.
Yeah, they make all the decisions the Acolyte should have made.
Oh,
they
yeah.
start with action in space.
Oh yeah. Well, you get the Star Wars hand down.
Yeah. Starts in
into
space
the sea.
and then a space battle.
Yeah.
But it took them fucking 6 episodes of the Acolyte to finally show fighting in space. So they're back on track. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any reviews?
I've watched a couple things.
4.
Yeah, I have one also.
I got a few.
All right, Nerdy's review show.
Go, Joe.
Joe.
So I watched the new Beatles documentary on the Disney Plus, the Beatles 64.
Next.
It was good. It's not my favorite Beatles documentary. It was nice to see footage that you haven't seen. If anybody doesn't know, basically it's the Beatles coming to America. In
What
America,
does the fuck mean?
America is still in mourning from Kennedy assassination. So they were the biggest. They brought a bunch of positivity to America that was still mourning even February.
America.
Oh, yes. The Brits walked around saying, God save the Queen as JFK's blood ran. Oh, boy.
Completely not what happened in the documentary.
I don't know. 2025 might not be the year YouTube melts.
So, but it was very good. Scorsese did a good job. So then I also watched, because I was on a Disney Plus kick. I don't know if you watched it, Justin. there were two things that dropped. The Mary Poppins retrospect. Very good. And it ended with a tribute, a clip, and they also released it separately. It's called The Verse. And before Richard Sherman passed, he wrote the last verse to "It's a Small World."
Richard Sherman, the quarterback from the Seattle Seahawks?
What?
No.
No. If you want to cry your eyes out, watch that 3-minute documentary. I freaking watered like a little girl.
Will they be playing "It's a Small World" the whole time? Because that'll make me cry in 10 seconds.
The build up to it was so well done.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
A 3-hour Mary Poppins documentary, and you watered like a little girl?
I freaking cried my eyes out at the end of that.
All
But
right.
the Mary Poppins documentary was really well done because they had Dick Van Dyke on, and he's going to be freaking 99 this month.
Yeah.
He's dyslexic, isn't he?
What's up?
He still got better dance moves than I do.
Yeah, he looks good.
He is sharpest attack. He's all there. Like they're talking about his first when he met Walt Disney, how he got the audition, them learning the songs. It's just the whole process, and it goes into more. If you like the Saving Mr. Banks movie. This is more like the actual documentary of it. And how Walt Disney wanted Mary Poppins for so long, and it took him his entire career to make this movie. Very well done. Yeah, so that's what I watched.
Good job, Joe. Vinny.
I finished The Sopranos. I don't know why people were so pissed off at the end.
No, you caught that, Mike? Did you catch it?
Your expression?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally finished it 20 years later. So that was good. Highly recommend that if you haven't seen that.
That ending sucked.
I watched Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. It was a little long in the tooth for that. That was a good movie. It fills my whatchamacallit. I love that era. Did you ever play the game like Bannerlord?
No.
I have.
Bucks game. You have?
Yeah, dude. Shooting a fucking arrow on a horse sucks in that game, by the way.
Oh, dude, when you get good at it, though, I was good at it when I played a couple years ago. Suck ass now. But let me tell you something. If you want to feel like a ruler, I am Qui-Gon Jinn of House Skywalker, and I'm bringing the Jedi clan to royalty. Anyway, that's because I watched Robin Hood. What else? I watched something else, didn't I? I fucking forget. We're going to start Teacup.
Yeah,
That's
we're going to
the
get
new
into
show we're
it,
going to
yeah.
start. Have not. That's it. Time.
I started.
Am I the last one to go, or you still have yours?
I have mine, and then you'll go last.
Okay.
Started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series on Netflix. It's not bad.
It's fine.
I'm really surprised with how well they did. Nothing's really pissed me off yet, so that's a plus.
Did that just come out, or are you just now able to watch it?
No, so it had come out a while ago, and like the hype was you either liked it or like like most things. People were like, "Oh, it sucks," blah blah blah. So I gave it a while to calm down because I love the fucking cartoon. Like I love that series, both Airbender and Korra. So I was like, I won't let this die down for a bit. And I'm glad I did. The acting isn't as bad as Vinny let on.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
From 1 to 10, what do you rate it? Anything above a 5, you're a liar. You should take that off. You don't represent the Empire.
I think everybody around the main characters are really good.
Sokka's the best.
I see it now. I find his acting to be the worst.
He is exactly like the cartoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like,
that's why he's the best.
I think he's worse than everybody else.
That's so funny.
But like, I appreciate it. Especially,
yeah, they tried.
I mean, it is so much better than Shyamalan's fucking movie.
I don't think I saw that one fully.
Yeah, so much better. So there's that. Penguin continues to be the Penguin.
What episode are you on?
We just wrapped 4.
What happened there? Refresh my memory. It's 8? 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Is she still working with Oswald?
Kinda-ish. I think this is the beginning of the turning point now.
Yeah. Does she have the dinner?
No.
Sounds like you're for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the next episode is where you kind of get like the okay.
But like, it's she likes it more than I do.
My one buddy said I'm too harsh on it. I'm like, it makes no fucking sense.
It makes sense. The story they're telling amongst those characters. The thing that's still fucking driving me nuts is the lack of any kind of police/Batman presence.
Yeah, well, apparently the Batman 2, from what I read, is going to take place right from that.
Yeah,
at some point.
That's fine, but
and it's going to explain where he's been.
I guess.
Which they have to.
Again, I don't hate it. It's one of those things that, like the Spider-Man villain movies, if it was just a movie or just a series about the mob, not connected and using names of these characters, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Which is why I can't say that I hate it. It really fucking irks me when they do stuff like this. I think a GCPD show would have been way better to put out than this.
Yeah, well, especially because the turn they take. Because the problem with this show is they were trying to prop her up, but
I can understand that if she's supposed to be eventually take over her, as the head of the family.
See, that's where I found the issue. But go ahead, continue your thought.
Because those families are super important to Batman lore.
Yeah. And they said when Falcone died, that it would be a funnel for power, and I thought it would be him versus the mob would be the show. But now they shoehorn her in there, and it's pretty much him versus her the whole show. And it's
how he's eventually going to get to power.
Yeah, and I just wish it was more mafia, because it goes away from that.
It feels fairly mob.
Yeah, it goes away from
that. Finished this set of Cobra Kai.
Sick.
Didn't see that fucking ending coming.
Right. That final thing that happened, you're like...
When the final thing happens, and those last few minutes, I go, oh shit, that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stuff goes down, and you're like, I don't want to spoil this, because the series has been fucking incredible the entire fucking way through. You're just like, oh, fuck. And then it ends. The season ends. It's just like, oh, you cunts.
We gotta wait till February now to find out what happens in part 3.
Yeah.
Really ashamed of myself as far as that show goes. I could have watched season 4, I think it was, or 5. I had Netflix at the time. I just didn't.
Dude,
So behind.
it is the
so
most.
good.
It's probably one of the most consistent shows I've watched in like 20 years. It doesn't wane at all. Like they do a really good job of writing that fucking show.
So, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I'm trying to say it in a non-spoilery way, because, all right. So the big thing that happened to Tori.
Yes, that we haven't gotten.
Yes, do you think Kreese is behind it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
That's
Yes.
not even a fucking question.
He's just been too.
Yeah. There's some loose ends that need to be tied up.
So yeah.
And the last thing is, yesterday we watched Bad Boys Ride or Die.
So what'd you think?
I loved the fuck out of it.
It was fun.
It was hilarious.
Martin Lawrence.
I am so happy they went the way they did with that movie. Because when they announced they were doing a 4th one, I was like, shit. Come on, guys.
You didn't say that when they announced the 3rd one?
No.
Because the second one was excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
second
20
one,
years later.
but that's
they
why.
announced the 3rd
That's why when they announced the 3rd one, I was like, okay, let's see what they do here, because I kind of want to see how this fucking story wraps.
Right.
And like 20 years is kind of perfect to go back and revisit those fucking characters. And given the situation that the 3rd movie finds them in, you're like, oh wow. The 4th movie is so not like the other 3 movies. It's so fucking welcome.
The only thing that I was not feeling with the 4th one is they recasted Martin Lawrence's wife.
Yeah.
But fucking Reggie. That's all I gotta say. Reggie.
Yo.
I want to use the grill.
Everybody is excellent in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's been a long time since you've seen Will Smith get to be like funny Will Smith.
Yeah.
And because Martin Lawrence doesn't do much these days, the two of them were fucking incredible. The fucking storyline they give him
Yeah.
makes the movie. I thought when I first heard they're like, it kind of gets a supernatural twist. I was like, well, there's the fucking shark they're jumping, huh? But the way it plays out and how it furthers the whole fucking thing they're trying to do, I'm like, this is fucking genius.
They still kind of left it open for another one.
Yeah. I hope they don't.
I hope they don't, because the way it ended...
The way it ended, it ends well enough to be like, okay, that's where they're at. That's all we need.
It had an estimated $100 million budget and made $404 million. You're getting a 5th one.
Oh, yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. Like, the only... Like, I hate to say, if they go a 5th one, they're going to go with the Lethal Weapon 4 route, and they're going to be captains.
Yeah.
But I like Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah. But I was like, this is great. Like, I really fucking... We laughed a lot.
When Martin Lawrence is standing on top of the hospital, fucking just in the gown was hilarious.
Even the first few minutes of the movie where he runs into the fucking convenience store.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. All right.
Yeah, it worked. And I'm glad they're keeping them rated R. They're not holding. They're not PG-13ing it. They're not. They're just. They're keeping the same.
I don't think it would have worked with a lower rating.
No. That's why Coming to America didn't work, because they made it PG-13. It lost its edge.
I think some companies are starting to realize, thanks to 3 Deadpool movies getting more and more money each time, there's a world for R-rated action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all of our reviews, right?
Oh,
Kyle, you got
hold on, wait.
Oh,
and did you watch the post-credit scene, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah. Hilarious. It's just...
It was a good use of a post-credit scene. It pays off a joke that they have running throughout the fucking movie.
Yep, and it's just to see things come full circle, because I still will quote that one scene from the second movie.
It's a nice fucking fish. Big fucking eyes. Nice fucking fish.
Is that everybody?
Kyle
has to go.
Yeah, so I saw Moana 2.
Ooh!
The day before Thanksgiving. There were a lot of things I liked about it. I will say that I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I think a lot of that has to do with like with the first time you watch a movie and you're introduced to all these new characters, right? So when the characters come back, it's great, but if you're not introduced to new characters that are equally interesting or more interesting, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired. But then on top of that, the soundtrack wasn't as good for the second one. But other than that, the visuals are still really good. There's one character design that I thought was weird, but I thought all the rest of them were very good. I don't know how many of you have watched the trailers all the way through, or like the extended trailers, so I don't want to spoil too much, but I think anybody who has intentions of seeing it knows that in this movie, Moana has a little sister.
Yes.
Their relationship is really cute. Moana doesn't get a lot of growth with her mom.
Okay.
In terms of their relationship. You can tell that her and her dad are like in a better place in this movie, and it's kind of there's definitely going to be a third movie, so not just the live action. There's going to be like an actual third Moana. There has to be, based on the way this movie kind of ends, I think, and so obviously new gods are introduced to the situation. New gods and demigods, I should say. And who gets a little more love in this movie is in it for a while longer. Moana gets a crew to go with her on her adventure this time. It's not just her and Maui. And those characters are each unique and interesting. I think the funny thing about that is, depending on the kind of person you are going into the movie, you're guaranteed to find one of those 3 characters annoying. But I think the character that annoys you will tell you a lot about your personality.
Because Beth wants to see. Well, Beth and I want to see it, so I think we're going to go probably this week.
Yeah. And then the one other thing I will say that I really liked about it is I thought they could have done more with the Kakamora in the first movie. I thought they were really interesting character design, and they make a return in this movie, and I like that they have a purpose in this movie. They're not just like a minor foil in this movie like they were in the first one. Like, their species has a reason for existing.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Could you tell that this was a show that was pieced together into a movie?
What?
So, Moana 2, this movie is actually, it's a show. It was a show, and that's because they weren't bringing back Dwayne Johnson or Ollie Cavallo.
Yeah.
And then when The Rock did his Rock thing, was like, you're not making Maui without using me, and I'm not coming back for a fucking television show. They smushed the show together into this movie. That's why the animation is a bit off, because they used a different animation house because it was only supposed to be a show.
Yeah, so I think that I will say I noticed the animation was a little off, but like there's one character in particular that is just like the design doesn't hold up with the rest of that world. But I think the rest of it works. It's not perfect, but it works in terms of animation. Let me think if there's anything. I mean, there are certain. Let me say this. I don't know if it was because of how the movie was made, or if it was because of the major distraction that was Sadie in the theater. But there were times where I would look at the screen, look down, look back up at the screen, and think, what just happened?
Okay.
So, maybe there's cutting back and forth between scenes in the animation that was done kind of sloppily, but during the watch, I just wrote it off to the fact that, like, I was distracted.
So, you took Sadie to a movie, huh?
Well, it was, so what happened was, Crystal bought tickets for all of us, and then we just paid her back. So she bought, I don't know if Sadie required her ticket or not, but the assumption was that we were all going because they brought Brio and they brought Zeke, and Zeke just slept the whole movie, but still. So yeah, we brought Sadie. Emery was great. Like, Emery, the only time Emery talked at all was to ask for more popcorn.
Because we tried taking Zach to Wish when it came out last year.
Yeah.
And he made it through the previews, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like,
so
he's getting to the point now where, like, he'll sit through a majority of a movie, but still won't sit still long enough to get through an entire movie.
So when I say Sadie was a distraction, I don't mean that she was like a noisy distraction. I mean that she was a distraction because she kept wanting to change seats to sit next to different people.
Yeah.
So she went from sitting between me and Matt to sitting with Jill to sitting next to Lila to sitting on Jill to sitting between me and Matt to sitting like in between Matt and Crystal. Just like you know,
right.
She had like 6 different seats for that movie. So that was tough. Because it was like every 5 minutes she wanted to move her seat.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like loud. She would just get out of her seat and try to walk somewhere else. And then we'd have to be like, no, we have to make sure where you're going and that someone's sitting with you. So, but yeah,
excuse me.
I don't know. My kids now like are asking to put on full length movies and like they won't sit and watch the whole movie, but they'll sit and watch like half-hour chunks of a movie now.
Right. Zach is the same way.
Yeah.
Like, he's got his favorites. He loves a lot of the fucking DreamWorks shit. So, like, Migration, Secret Life of Pets, Trolls. He just started with the Cumberbatch Grinch, which he's into.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I love that movie.
Yeah. He's got his Disney stuff is like Toy Story, Cars, Nemo, like mostly Pixar shit.
Yeah.
And he loves the OG Mickey Mouse Donald stuff. Like, he loves Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse and all that he likes too, but like and of course, because he's our child, a Goofy movie is played like at least daily.
He doesn't have a choice in liking that. He's going to.
No, he's the one who wants it on all the time.
Yeah. Well, so, and now that we're into the Christmas season, like, even before Thanksgiving, Emery had asked to watch Home Alone because we had let her watch it last year for the first time.
Yeah.
And she remembered, because she saw Macaulay Culkin. She remembered it, so she has to put it on. So this was the first time Sadie ever sat and watched it. And oh my God, Sadie fell in love with Home Alone's 1 and 2. So depending on her mood, like, you know, the week leading up to Thanksgiving, every day, depending on her mood, she would pick which picture of Kevin she wanted to watch. And she called it Kevin. She would say, I want to watch Kevin. So on Thanksgiving, when we saw Uncle Kevin, and we said, say hi to Uncle Kevin, she was like, Kevin! And since Thanksgiving has happened, she has kind of now switched gears, and she has a new movie now that she's requesting every day, Elf.
Wow, really?
But it's a similar situation. Emery remembered it from last year, asked to watch it, and Sadie is now just obsessed with it. Like Joe's mom came to watch Sadie this morning, and when I was leaving the house, she was watching it. And then when Joe left to take Sadie to Emery to dance, I told Sadie we could turn on the fireplace and watch a movie. And at first she said Winnie the Pooh, and I was like, "Oh, this kid's my favorite." Like the lights are down. It's just a Christmas tree and a fireplace, and I'm cuddling on the couch with my daughter watching Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, this is excellent. Because it's like this 1978 Winnie the Pooh or whatever it is, the Many Adventures.
Yeah.
And that was like maybe my favorite movie as a kid. So
Love that one.
So I was like, oh, this is so great. And I go on Disney Plus, and as soon as she sees Elf, she's like, I want Elf. And I'm like, ugh. I mean, it's still good. Like, I'm still going to watch the whole thing with you, but still.
Oh, I showed Zach the OG Garfield Christmas special today.
Yeah.
Because I got him watching Garfield and Friends back over the summer on Tubi. And then when the Garfield movie dropped on Netflix, that became an obsession. Like, every fucking day, that movie.
Right.
So I showed him the Christmas special today, and, like, he loves Christmas. Not nearly as much as Halloween, I think. But, like, seeing Garfield and Christmas together, dude sat and watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he loves Odie. So Moana 2, Kyle says, watch it.
Okay. Definitely watch it. I don't know if you have to watch it in theaters, but it's definitely, you should watch it.
I'll see it in 3 months when it comes to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, news.
Unfortunately, I have to cut out now.
Okay.
All right. Good night, Kyle.
Have a good rest of the show, guys.
No food news?
Hey, that's all I got.
Oh, no.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
No.
Dick.
I don't have much news. Not much at all.
I have food news and one thing.
Now You See Me 3 finished filming
No good.
last month. The only thing that really brings this to my attention, Isla Fisher's coming back.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah. And Lizzie Kaplan is also going to be in it. So
Yes.
it's not like she's replacing her. A couple of other names added to the cast list. Most of them are like, meh, whatevers. But Justice Smith. Actually, Ariana Greenblatt, who's in fucking everything. She's now no longer the little girl version of every other character.
Yeah, she's now
She's
like
going-
grown-ass person. Yeah.
Playing her own characters. Justice Smith and Dominic Sessa. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't
but
know
yeah.
who he is. Justice Smith, though, I know I've seen in shit.
Yeah, he was in D&D. He was in 2 of those
Yeah.
Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
He's he was the main character in I Saw the TV Glow. So that's the one that made me realize he's a very good, very well-rounded actor. He's got a lot of range, even though the movie itself was a letdown. New animated trilogy of Batman movies as reportedly coming.
Hmm.
Took them more than 30 years, but they're finally doing an animated version of Nightfall.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
In 3 parts. That's the rumor. But we're at the point now where rumor just means we're 5 days away from confirmation.
Fucking, I like this.
Now, does anyone else think it's going to be much like with the death and return of Superman? First one is the actual breaking of the bat. Second one is Azrael as Batman. And the third one is the return of Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the first one's going to end with the back being broken, yeah.
Yeah. Second one's picking up the pieces. Azrael does his first handful of days in the costume, and then by the end of it, he's in that ridiculous fucking monstrosity.
Speaking of DC's animated stuff, so I signed up for Tubi, right? And I'm only allowed to log in on the one down here because my algorithm won't show her shit movies, right? So it's basically the stuff on it down here, as you would know, is OG cartoon shit and your stuff that you watch to go to sleep.
Yeah. You're welcome. Lots of Mystery Science Theater and Rift popping up every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
So I get an email now when the new month starts, and they're like, hey, this is dropping. And as we know, they have all the Max stuff that, like, Max is like, we don't need it all.
You're not watching it here, so let's rent it out.
Did you know they made an animated Batgirl year 1?
What? No.
Was it animated or was it a motion comic?
I don't have the fucking remote by me. I don't know.
It was a motion comic.
Is it motion? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait, they fucking made a Batgirl year 1 and we didn't fucking know about it?
Yeah, you'd have heard something about that. They've turned most of the big stories into motion comics at this point, though.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh shit, I'm going to watch the fuck out of that. I'm still going to watch it. I like the motion comic stuff.
If they're done well, they can be really great representations of the story.
It reminds me,
And always.
I do have 2 other quick reviews. I started Ernest Cline's other book, Armada.
I gotta finish his other book.
Yo, it's fucking good.
I gotta start his other book.
It's fucking good. And the other thing is, I just blew through the newest Batman Unburied podcast on Spotify. It's Fallen City is this one. And it's they put together the Two-Face origin and the Court of Owls in this. And there's a twist with the Court of Owls that I was like, oh, well fucking played. Dude, it's so good.
Is this the Winston Duke ones?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love for them to bring the Court of Owls into the live
You should
action.
listen to these podcasts. They're short.
Love that book.
They're like 18 to 20 minutes an episode.
Okay.
But like, start with the first Unburied, and then do the Riddler one that they did, the Harley Quinn one, and then go to this one. Christina Ricci's their Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I brought it up last week. The only podcast I've listened to recently is called Spare Parts. It's Michelle Millette and I can't remember the dude. Evan Stern.
Evan Stern. Yeah.
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 2 cast members from Letterkenny going through episode by episode.
Yeah.
They're not doing watch-alongs, unfortunately. I'd love that. But it's them talking about each episode. Each one gets its own episode. And the most recent one that popped up today was Fart Book. So, whatever that's worth to you. Not worth a lot to most Letterkenny fans. The last piece of news I have, the Predator vs. Black Panther comic just finished up a couple weeks ago.
Yes, it did.
And they stealth announced in the back of it the next Predator crossover comic coming. Spider-Man vs. Predator.
This one's interesting to me.
Yeah. The last 2 perfect fits. Because, I mean, Wolverine will kill pretty much whatever he feels like.
Yeah.
And Black Panther is a warrior with honor. But he will kill. Spider-Man versus a Predator. In my opinion, he should take the Predator apart. But it's Spider-Man. Peter's very held back. So he's going to get his fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
but he's not going to kill it.
Yeah.
So how do we resolve this?
Venom.
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if he pops up somewhere throughout this. Although, kind of would, because these stories have primarily focused on the main character versus this whatever predator's fucking with them.
Symbiote suit.
So they could just write it off. He didn't actually do the killing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the news I had.
All right. My only news story besides food is one that at first glance I was like, nah, we don't need to bring this up. But then I was like, oh, no, wait. There is someone on the show in particular who might side one way very strongly. Did you guys catch any of the stuff with The Rock? Talking about people having the right to sing along in movie theaters.
I haven't heard anything about that.
No.
Okay. So, some people were catching shit for singing along with Wicked.
As they should.
Yeah.
Catch
Okay.
shit for it.
Shut up.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is where this is why we're bringing this up. Now he makes a valid point of you're paying your money, and you should be able to enjoy however you deem necessary.
Nope.
As
No,
long,
sorry, Dwayne.
as
'cause
long-
some people enjoy kicking their feet up on the seat in front of
yeah.
them.
He said as long as it's not causing any kind of like physical harm.
No. Sorry,
It's
Dwayne.
gonna. If you don't shut up,
Now,
there'll be physical harm because you
No.
don't shut your mouth.
Now, normally, I'd be like, yeah, like, you shouldn't talk. But, like, if it's a musical.
No.
No! Listen, it's a
You're there to
musical.
watch the fucking movie. If it's a show where they announce beforehand, hey, it's a sing-along, obviously that's what everyone's there for. If I'm there to watch a fucking movie and a song breaks out in the middle of it, I don't want the asshole behind me to sing along with it.
Yeah. Is he against Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, Nicole Kidman tells us before every single fucking movie. We know she doesn't tell us. The other people tell us
Yeah.
to turn off your phones and not talk.
What did she say? I saw a movie recently. I don't remember which one it was, but she appeared a lot.
Yeah, she blows the very notion of cinema. She's there to like inflate the concept.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's like, movies are an escape from shit reality.
Yeah, we make your lives better. Give us awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also, you know what? It's actually more point our way, Mike. That's her saying, don't fucking sing here. No one's hear your goddamn voice.
Yeah.
Hear their voices. Ariana Grande is like, she's a professional.
I think I'm okay with singing along to a musical in
Shut
theater.
your fucking mouths in the theater. Shut up.
You're being a rabble rouser.
Seriously. You know what you get? you know what else you get? Oh shit. Or maybe I'll go for a holy fucking shit. You can pop those out there. Anything else? I don't want to hear your fucking commentary.
No.
I'm here to watch a movie.
Listen,
You don't clap.
Nope.
You don't sing along.
wait, you don't clap? You don't clap at the end of a movie?
Unless you're a fucking asshole.
I clap at the end of a movie.
Oh, dude, if I really like the movie, I'll clap.
Who?
Yeah.
Who you
At
clapping?
the end.
Everybody that was involved. Good job.
Are they there? Are they
In
tapped
spirit.
in? No, they're not.
Listen, I'll accept it at the end, even though I do think it's quite redundant.
It's very dumb.
But I told you guys, Infinity War or Endgame, I forget which one. I was like, what? Where the fuck am I that these people think that this is okay?
But,
Your
okay.
behavior in public space.
Now, Mike, we've seen the clip a million times of opening weekend of Endgame, where Cap picks up the hammer and the fucking crowd loses it. That's okay?
That's everyone
You
reacting.
can't. No.
at the
You
same
cannot
time.
have your fucking cake and eat it too on this, champ.
Yeah, that's everyone reacting at the same time. That's not certain people deciding to sing out of nowhere.
That's still audible noise.
No, that's because that was a group experience.
But so is watching a musical with fans of it.
no, because not
watching,
everyone there is a
watching.
fan.
Watching, not
They're
singing.
fan going.
Yeah, you just said watching a musical. And there's a difference between, oh shit, something just happened, woo, and singing an entire fucking song. What if the people can't hold a note?
Film school. Where are you at on this?
What if they can't hold a note and they're ruining it?
Joe,
What if you got a tone-deaf twat behind you? Popular.
Joe?
They're getting drowned out by all the other people.
Are
Joe.
you sure? What if she's the only one singing? What if you're in a showing where only one person's singing and they don't know what sound
I'm gonna say,
is?
sing, girl.
I told you, I had this fucking nasally, pasty, glasses-wearing dingus in her phone, barely watching the movie, but you damn well know, as soon as people started clapping and were excited, there's one right answer. Put your hands down.
No. Hold on. Pause for a second. The fuck were you doing the last couple minutes? Because you weren't paying attention.
No, I was listening to everything you guys were
but what
talking
were
about.
you? That didn't answer my fucking question. What were you doing?
I was actually looking for news. But I've been listening to everything you guys were talking about. And yes, so we saw Grease when they re-released it.
Oh my god.
Yes, we were all singing.
They were fucking singing, right?
Rocky Horror Picture Show is the example I'm going to give. Because when that movie is played in the movie theater, the audience
Participates.
completely participates. They sing every word of the song.
That's expected of that specific movie at this point. It's done.
But like Grease, Joe makes a good point.
Well, I'm never going to be in a fucking viewing of Grease, so I don't care what you assholes do in there.
I'm just saying.
That's the big one, because I'm trying to think of like the last musical I saw in the theaters.
Well, Joe, you also named 2 like re-releases. So shut up with your point.
Well,
but
it's not like it's. Oh, he's mocking you.
No, I'm trying to think.
I'm Tian Shithan. Don't fuck with my Sharpie Buchanan dog.
Yo, he's gonna solar flare you. You're gonna get all fucked up.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to do it, dude. He can't.
Go ahead,
The
Joe.
last movie the musical I remember seeing, we saw Beauty and the Beast, the live action. The entire theater was singing "Be Our Guest."
Why?
Because it's fun.
It's a remake of the same fucking movie.
Because
it was fun. And there was, we all clapped at the end of that sequence because it was really well done.
Did you clap for each other, or did you clap for the movie?
Both.
We clapped for the movie. Well,
all right. I can't fully get engulfed in rage and how I want to with this, but I just know I am filled with rage, and I probably can't go to bed for another hour now.
I think you're full of shit.
This is cementing the fact that I will never go to the theater to watch a musical. Ever. Ever.
So I can imagine like West Side Story when that came out, the Spielberg one. I will guarantee you people were singing
absolutely
in the theaters.
Guarantee. Yeah, I'm yelling at them, hey, knock it off. Ruining the song. Because you're ruining the song, I'm like, you're ruining the song. Shut up. Fucking, oh God.
See, I wish Kyle was still on for this.
Goose Fraba.
Alright, that's all the news I had, so it's food news time.
You guys got the Bridge of the Gap there, West Side Story, Goose Fraba? Amateurs.
Ignoring you.
Anger management?
Yeah, I know what you were doing.
Pretty, oh so pretty.
Pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl that isn't me tonight. La, 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 la. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel.
I can hit this button at any time.
Alright, there's a...
Thank you.
Tostitos Cantina Chips has a new jalapeno flavored chip. So if you want a little extra spicy with your salsa. Sour Punch has put out Sour Punch Enchanted Forest Shapes. And all I'm saying is, whoever's running Sour Punch took a bunch of fucking shrooms. Because yes. There's like shroom shapes and flowers and gnome hats and butterflies, and they're all fucking sparkly and shit. This is an acid trip.
That's fun.
Sour Patch is putting out cotton candy in red berry and blue raspberry flavor. Yeah, it's probably good. Don't even fucking question it.
No,
It's good.
no. I'm just trying to yeah.
Yeah.
I would be all about it.
Fucking delicious. Dove is teaming up with Crumble to put out a line of scented lotions, body wash, deodorant, and body scrub. You can get confetti cake cookie and lemon glaze cookie in deodorants. You can get strawberry crumb cake, confetti cake cookie body wash, and the same cookie flavors in both hand soaps and lotion.
This is what North Case talking about.
Taco Bell has crispy chicken nuggets dropping December 19th. Because I think chicken nugget when I think Taco Bell.
Totally.
They will have a choice of 3 dipping sauces, a jalapeno honey mustard, Hidden Valley Ranch's fire ranch sauce, and Bell sauce.
Bell sauce. There's no mango bullshit in there, is there?
No mango bullshit.
Good.
What happened to Taco Bell making tacos and burritos and just creating different versions of those things? Now they're doing nuggets.
This is how they win the fast food wars, as so been told from Demolition Man.
No.
This is how we get 3 shells.
We're in an alternate timeline. It's going to be Chick-fil-A because they're making a media source, aren't they? A streaming service or some shit.
They are making a streaming service.
Well, I firmly believe if you look at the colors on the cover page for Project 2025, they're red and white. I'm convinced they've been funded by Chick-fil-A, and that's how they're going to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knights Templar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have new items coming. It's a chicken wing. It's called Right Wingers.
Ooh, just right wings? Only right wings?
Ooh, shit, I did it. Native and Dunkin' Donuts are getting together for scented body care. Body wash comes in Boston Cream, Blueberry Cobbler, Vanilla Sprinkle, Strawberry Frosted. You can get Strawberry Frosted, Vanilla Sprinkle, Blueberry Cobbler, and Boston Cream deodorant as well. Besides body wash and shampoo and all that. IHOP's Pancake of the Month is Chocolate Peppermint Bark Pancakes. Chocolate pancakes filled and topped with peppermint bark pieces, cream cheese icing, and whipped cream.
Dude, I just had, I don't know. I just had a thought. If you jumped in a pool of Jell-O, you'd die, right?
No.
Why? You're gonna go right in. You have Jell-O in your face. There's gonna be no air pockets. You're gonna die, Joe.
No.
God damn it, Joe.
See,
just say yes.
It doesn't. The Jell-O won't surround you like water.
Yeah, but you'll have no air pockets.
You will have
You'll
an air
quickly
pocket.
hyperventilate.
No, you'll have an air pocket.
Look, but it won't seal up
Yes.
above you.
Right.
It won't seal up.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not confident in Jell-O.
There's always room for Jell-O.
I just developed a phobia for Jell-O. Go ahead.
Mike, how fast are you going to run to IHOP to get these fucking pancakes?
I want to try them. You list IHOP's new and improved pancakes on a regular basis, and most of the time they're meh. I'm interested in this.
This has got Mike on it.
I just hope they don't overdo the bark, because that's something that a few too many shakes and you just
It doesn't look heavily barked.
They didn't bork the bark?
No borking the bark. V8 has a hot honey V8 and a spicy chipotle V8.
Ew. Just V8. Just let it be V8. Come on. If people want to add some chipotle to their V8, fine.
So, like,
why are you people doing this?
I think this is a way for them to be like, who loves Bloody Marys?
I don't love Bloody Marys.
I don't either.
They say
Beth likes Bloody Marys.
You can't see a Caesar and not want a Caesar, but I have.
Right? So, there's that. Baskin-Robbins winter menu They brought back Winter White Chocolate, a wintry white chocolate ice cream, flurry of chocolate-flavored coating, cherry pieces, and cherry swirls. So it's practically Cherries Garcia. Ben and Jerry's did it first, so fuck you. And they have a Burr the Snowman cake. It's a little melty snowman with a melty ice cream cone on his head, and he kind of looks adorable. Ritz Bits sandwich crackers, spicy queso. Heading to stores now.
I haven't had a Ritz Bits in like 20 years.
Right?
Probably more. I didn't think they still made them.
It's been a while.
I see them all the time. They still have the s'mores ones.
Oh. I would eat the fuck out of one of those boxes.
Yep. They still make them. SpongeBob smoothies. Shipping nationwide soon. In mixed berry, strawberry, banana, and tropical. Non-dairy, mind you. So they are legit fruit. 3 grams of fiber per pouch of smoothie. So there's that. And that, kids, is the food news.
That's the food news. Is that all the news? I'm fine with being all the news.
I got nothing else.
I got 2 nerds.
Go.
You'll appreciate my first nerd.
Ooh.
Josh Gad
Mm-hmm.
has, I'm not going to say he's made it his own personal mission in life, but he has stated that he wants an update to Journey into Mystery. That he needs, he says Figment's ride needs some spit and polish.
It does.
Yeah, we do.
I love Eric Idle and all, but that it needs some updating.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where Eric Idle needs to join that wall of professors that are no longer with us.
I'm hoping with whatever they're doing with this movie that Rogen and Goldberg are making for Figment, that the ride gets an update from that.
If it does well, you know they're going to at least reskin it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could use more than that.
Sure.
There's a lot of seams showing. With modern technology, they can make this incredible. But yeah, at the very least, a new coat of paint, some new footage. So that's one. The other, it's more of a personal one. This is the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. And not that that really fucking matters to the world. But if you own a PS5 of any type now, this week it'll tell you there's an update available. And when you do it, and you choose to use it, there's a new feature available. Anytime you start up the PS5 now, it has the PS1 startup sound and video and visual. I got the chills up my spine so badly earlier today. I haven't heard that sound in more than 20 years.
Got the chills up my dick.
Yeah. So, to Sony for playing with my emotions. And Josh Gad. Okay, no Kyle. He would usually say nerdities.com, right?
Do all the things where you would like us. Facebook.com/nerdities. At Nerdities on Twitter. In the new year, we're probably going to go to Blue Sky because it seems to be where all the cool kids went. All the aggro kids are still on Twitter.
Blue Ski?
Blue Sky?
Blue Ski?
No, it's not Blue Ski. Instagrams at Nerdities. We should get on TikTok, but whatever.
TikTok Ski?
We could actually do pre-recorded stuff on TikTok and just...
Yeah, I know. That's what we do for my other podcast.
I'm pretty sure I'm simultaneously too old and too young for TikTok.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's teenagers and women in their 70s.
Leave it to the boy.
Yeah.
The boy, 30-second clips. Pound that like button like you would never would believe with your wiener.
Something
and
like
like
that.
Nerdies.
Do the helicopter and just keep whacking the ball. Yeah. Kyle says all that, and then he says nerdities.com, and then I say, yeah, and fuck you. And go to TeePublic for the very short time that we have left on that site, because announcing it now, we are going back to ProWrestlingTees.com, because I like money. I'm sorry. You all had like 2 years to get fucking hoodies, and so you got a few more weeks to get those hoodies, because after that, they're not going to be fucking available anymore.
Nope.
Go to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com.
Do it.
Order your sweet treats. You'll love them. If you're in the Jersey area and you need some catering, we also do that.
If you're looking for a call boy, email us. We'll send Joe.
Hold on. If you are ordering something to be shipped nationwide to a loved one for Christmas, December 18th is the last day to guarantee pre-Christmas shipping. After that, USPS is like, yeah, it might not get there in time for Christmas. So keep that in mind. On Tuesday, December 17th, your boys is coming back with trivia, Christmas trivia.
Jangle.
Our categories will all have Christmas questions in them.
I have questions.
You always have questions. And we're going to let the audience play along for a very special prize. That prize is going to be an autographed copy of the script from our upcoming Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas special, which we are recording this week. And now I hand it to you, Joe.
And where can you find that Nerdities live trivia? It on youtube.com/Nerdities. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities. And ring that bell to get notified when new content is coming. Because as you know, more new content is coming, especially 2025 is right around the corner too. We're working on a lot of things. Not only do we have our Christmas special, we do have the 100 Greatest Artists According to Nerdities. We have the final installment of the Joe Trilogy, entitled The Joseph League. We have Season 2 of Nerd ETs, our cooking show, in the works. We have a feature film in the works. Also, people out there, let's end 2024 with your name as Nerdity's producer and fund a budget for this stuff. So, if you will, write to us at nerdities@gmail.com, because we'll croon, we'll swoon, we'll talk about your business and or product.
And then you could sit on Joe's lap like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Confident Joe is an amalgamation of Jeff Goldblum and Donald Trump.
Yes.
What? Yeah.
Before Mike does his thing, real quick, because this episode drops first before our other show, it is the finale of Wrestling with Ourselves this weekend, and you will hear it. Give it a listen. It's fun. With that being said, our lineup is changing for the new year. As always, the one above all be leading the pack. The Weekend is back, as always. You love that show. Finn and Justin's Tinfoil Hat Society will return for a second season. I'd like to throw out there, Vin, I think for the first show of the new season come January, because there will not be an episode of it this month. We're on a shorter schedule because we go on hiatus. You guys still get new episodes of shit while we're gone. Don't worry. Polybius.
What is that?
It is a supposed video game that popped up in arcades that may or may not have caused deaths of people and involves the Men in Black.
I'm in.
So, there you go.
I forgot to mention also for our YouTube fans, check out our upcoming interview with Braxton Crosby. It's a fun one. Cosby.
Yeah.
Not Bing Crosby.
The other two shows making their debuts, we're going to do monthly trivia because, one, you guys really liked it. Listeners. Like, it did good numbers. I don't know how the YouTube numbers on it did, but on the podcast numbers, really fucking well.
For which show?
Trivia, when we did Trivia Night. And the Marvel retrospective did pretty good numbers, too. So, we decided we're going to bring the retrospective show back, and we're just going to start looking at everything and grading it on our nerdity scale and arguing about all of it, because that's
the point.
what we do. So look forward to that in the new year, and look forward to the rest of our entertainment in 2024.
Yeah. Until then, the opinions of the Nerdy's crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting.
Bye. I can't wait for Mike to use the ultimate nullifier on Joe.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.